Hey, buddy. How's it going, Steven? I bought lip stain. This is stained on my lips, by the way. I'm going to see if it holds up for work. Mama went shopping, which is really weird for me. As you know, I don't really go shopping. You are my man till we made what we are, till we kissed in the car. I'm absolutely in love with this man named Dermot Kennedy. And I used to listen to him way back in the day when he first came out. He was like a little boy. He was so young. He was like 20 years old. And now he's grown up and he's so tainted now. Oh my God, he looks like a completely different person. I'm like, whoa, what did the music industry do to you, little Dermot? And he's recently come back into my head. So I got this new deck. As I was recording my Instagram about receiving this deck, and I was going to go live as soon as I got it, it fucking showed up. So call that divine timing. So I had to look through it, cleared it, and now we're going to go ahead. We're going to do a little bit of reading, and then I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to come back again. Kind of like a little in and out. I got to kind of go in and out. All right, Steven. So are you working right now? What day is it today? Oh, Monday. All right, I got this. Tending your haunted cottage. Pam! Oh my God, I forgot you said that Wednesday's your birthday. Well, happy birthday ahead of schedule. Because I don't know if I'm going to be here Wednesday because I have to go into town on Wednesday, aka into the city. So I might not be here on Wednesday. Of course, it's your fucking birthday. Maybe I'll be able to go live after work. Like I said, happy birthday, Steven. You're turning 20. Good for you, buddy. Let's get a couple messages here from Beyond the Grave. This is the very first reading I ever done with this card. So we're going to lead with, I wanted to lead with one card, but two cards came out. And the first card is Stream, number 39. And the second card is Broom. Look how beautiful these cards are. It's all ghosts. There's a ghost by the stream. And then there is Broom. All right, so I'm going to read from the old book. And remember, I have dyslexia, people, okay? So I'm going to fuck up as I read, but I'm going to do the best I can, all right? Stream, here we go. Flow, release, renewal. A stream symbolizes the natural flow of life, emotional and spiritual cleansing, and the release of what no longer serves you. It reminds you to let go of old attachments, beliefs, and patterns, allowing transformation to occur. In the image, a dark ghost figure by the stream represents unresolved emotions and past experiences that need to be released. Meanwhile, a light butterfly hovers above, symbolizing renewal, transformation, and the freedom that comes with surrendering to the flow of life. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of like Scorpio energy with this, with the renewal, the transformation, the release, the flow, the water, and transformation, which is represented by the butterfly, which is Scorpio energy. Okay, so there's something that somebody has to release, okay, an old attachment, a belief or pattern that is not allowing true transformation to occur with somebody in their life. Okay. So the oracle message, it's time to surrender to the flow of energy in your life. Release what no longer serves you, whether it's fear, doubt, or emotional baggage. Make space for new opportunities to enter. True transformation requires trust, not resistance. Embrace the process of letting go and be ready to take action when the right moment arrives. Reflect on the worries or anxieties holding you back. Understanding them helps you release their grip. Strengthen your connection with your intuition and listen closely to your inner voice to guide you toward what aligns you with your highest good. By doing so, you'll be able to act with clarity and confidence. The stream also reminds you that energy flows where attention goes. If you feel stuck or stagnant, reconsider where you're focusing your energy. Are fears or limiting beliefs creating resistance? Now is the time to embrace your creative power. The universe is ready to support you, but your energy and mindset are key in manifesting your desires. Use practices such as meditation or affirmations to release any shadow emotions and let the energy flow freely, enabling you to achieve your goals with ease. Trust the stream. Its gentle and flow reminds you that progress happens when you release resistance and let life unfold as it's meant to. And you know, I heard that today. The stream also reminds you that energy flows where attention goes. I swear to God, I was listening to the Draconic Priestess for the Aquarius read that she did literally yesterday, and I feel like she said in it, energy flows where attention goes. Because I thought, that's interesting. I never heard it said like that. And then I said it while I was driving around. Attention goes where energy flows, or energy flows where attention goes. And I was like, who said that again? And now it's in the fucking, okay, now it's in the book, like creepy already. Okay, so, okay, that's number one. And then we'll read Broom too, because 2 cards came out and we might as well read both. Broom, respect your needs and space, assertiveness, self-respect, and defense. The broom is a symbol of energetic cleansing, protection, and sovereignty over the space. It's a haunted cottage. It signifies the quiet, intentional act of clearing away what no longer supports your well-being. Whether that's emotional clutter, draining relationships, or outdated beliefs, the broom reminds you that maintaining your inner and outer world is a sacred task. The light ghost in this card appears as a quiet guide, gently encouraging you to claim your power by honoring your boundaries and making space for what truly matters. Oracle message. In this call to this is the call to evaluate what you've been allowing in your life and why. If something consistently drains you, it's time to let it go. Room clears dust and debris from a room, you are asked to clear your emotional and energetic field. This isn't about avoidance or rejection, but about making room for peace, healing, and authenticity. Yeah. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. Ask yourself where your limits need to be reinforced and where you may be compromising your energy to avoid discomfort. Avoidance only leads to stagnation. It's time to take intentional action and trust that protecting your space invites deeper alignment. The broom is your reminder that you don't have to explain your worth to anyone. Prioritizing environments, people, and practice what honors your growth. Let your actions reflect your value. Sweep away what no longer fits and know that what remains is what truly supports you. Deep, deep. We're going deep today with the haunted cottage, people, because the haunted cottage is you. Okay. So, lest we continue the reading. Ooh, let's do these. They're actually kind of very reflective of each other in their descriptions. So obviously, if you release something, something else is going to transform. But once you release it, then you have to clear your space. Dana Scully. Facts. Accidents. There are no such thing as accidents. Accidents don't exist. Okay, it's called divine timing. And then signs, connection bridge. Game over. So I do think this accidents card with the game over signifies that something is done and somebody has to, they can't bring this with them. They have to leave it behind. And, you know, I heard something in my third ear yesterday that was, I said something and this person was acting like I was their ex-girlfriend or something. And I was like, I don't do that. I don't do that. She might do stuff like that, but I don't do that. And it took him a second to realize that he was putting something on me that he'd experienced with somebody else. And I was like, that's not me. Like, you have to clear that away because that can't come into this. If that comes into this, it's going to fuck with it all because some bitches, sure, yeah, they do that, but others don't. Others wouldn't even think about doing that. I like whatever it was, that occurrence never even came to my head that, yes, I know that people might do that, but just because people might do that, it's not like I'm walking around thinking about doing shit like that. Like, what the fuck? And it was like something in my third ear was kind of, they were trying to, somebody was putting their fear of something that had already happened onto somebody new. And that's what needed to change. Where it's like, okay, that might have happened to you, sure. And I'm sorry for that. But if it happened to you, it's going to teach you, and you should have saw the signs. If you didn't see the signs, it's fine. But now try to see those signs that would have possibly brought you to that conclusion that that was going to happen. Because usually people don't just turn crazy, you know, once and you never see it again. There are going to be points where you see red flags. I mean, you're not fucking blind, but if you're self-absorbed, narcissistic, you might be in your own energy and not realizing that somebody else is just self-absorbed and just as narcissistic as you fucking are. Okay. And they're doing something and you don't notice because you're doing something that they don't notice. Okay. The fly on the wall. Idiot. And seeking advice over you. These three cards came up yesterday. As I just watched the live this morning to do the title, Volcano. So I know that those signs came out yesterday. Okay, so if you're seeing signs towards a connection, but you're trying to put something onto that person that you went through with somebody else, that's not the right thing to be doing. Okay, you're not going to get into the building with that attitude thinking that, okay, well, you're just going to be like this person, you're going to do the same thing that they did. Unless there's a clear-cut sign that that person's going to do that because they're already doing it, I would not suggest just like automatically assuming that somebody's going to be a certain way because they look like the person or they act like the person or the same age as the person or whatever it doesn't matter. People are very fucking different. And of course my fucking landlord shows up too. Oh, you fucking kidding me? He's going to trim the hedges because that's a good thing to do today. I just saw him. I just drove by him too. I'm like, oh my God, go away. Why are you around? Okay. Somebody is definitely seeking advice over you. Okay, because there's something that they haven't cleared up. There's something that they haven't dealt with. So they're putting it onto you in some way. Okay, so they have to clear this out. That's why they're seeking advice about you, because they're not noticing that it's possible that they're doing something and they're acting like an idiot because they're not allowing something to flow. Something needs to be flowing and it's like they're stopping it from flowing. Okay, where there needs to be water here, or this is going to get drained, like this is going to get soaked up quick if there's no emotion towards it, because there's something that's really hot and heavy, so it needs the water. It needs to calm down. You know, it needs to like it's hot. It's very hot. Something is very hot, and it needs to cool the fuck down. Okay, or it'll be the end of it. And then what? You know, fucking, it's gonna suck. Okay, so someone's got some type of obsessive energy over you. The Hangman, the stage is set. Double whammy. Okay, somebody's just hanging on the stage, and I don't know what they're doing, but they need to either start the performance or get the fuck off the stage. You know what I mean? Like, because they're going to look like an idiot. And I don't think that's... I think they're going to look like an idiot. Literally. Like, they look stupid. I don't know what they're doing, but they... you kind of look a little dumb. Oh, wow. It's all because of something that they're just bringing along with them. They're just hanging around. They're hanging on to something. Okay, and they really shouldn't be. And their dreams are trying to tell them, okay, something, possibly follow the signs. Like, you're not paying it. This person's not, there's like something right there and they just don't see it. And there's no other way to do it. So it's like they're on the stage and they're like, if you don't see this, I'm going to look like a fucking tool and I'm going to have to leave. Cause like, I look like an idiot. Okay. Like, I'm dealing with something right now where I feel like a fool, like I feel like an idiot, but I'm going to keep doing it because there's faith behind it. I know there's faith behind it because I can see the signs that I know they can see, but it's very subtle, but I'm going to keep doing it because I'm pretty sure they're paying attention. Okay. So there could be something that you're trying to do, okay, that somebody can see, but they've got this other thing that they're like dragging with them, okay? And that thing they're dragging with them, they can't see clearly because of it, because they're concentrating on that too much, okay? So it's like, okay, if you don't notice, this can't happen, you know, like I'm gonna look like an idiot and I'm just gonna, you know, because there is definitely a connection. Oh my God, you guys, I told you, I just bought this lip stain. It is like conditioner on my lips. My lips feel so nice with this on. I thought I was going to be like all dried and like, it's staying on. Whitney spent $20 on this from Sephora. And this $20 fucking lip fill. And I got mascara to put on. Oh, Your girl is feeling good and everything looks good. I'm sweating and it's all staying on. Wow. I'm amazed. Something's just going to blow your mind. Okay. And this didn't even really cost that much. It cost me like $60. I was like, are you serious? I thought makeup was so expensive. Like, this is going to last me for years. I barely use makeup. Okay. So I don't know what somebody is going off on or thinking it's going to be super cheap or it's not going to work. But like, somebody needs to experiment, because you guys know I've been doing lip stains for a little while, and this was $20. I'm like, if I can't risk $20, there's something wrong with the world. Okay. And that's what this whole stream is. Like, if you can't risk something, if you can't risk looking like an idiot for 5 seconds you know what they say? Oh, what's that from? Oh, We Bought a Zoo. And he says to his kid, all you need is 10 seconds of extreme confidence or encouragement or something, and it'll go so far. And that's the thing, is there's these times where people feel like they need to do something, but then they hold back for some reason and they don't do it. And the universe will say, like, all you need is just 10 seconds of like so much encouragement and you'll do something great with it. It's where people ask people out. It's where people all of a sudden run in and drop off a resume because they're terrified. It's something that you do where you're so scared, but you do it anyways. You know, it's like Nikki Nine Door. Like, you run in, you know, like on the crazy person on the block or something, you go knock on their door and you run away and you think you're going to die. Okay, do it. It's this extreme rush that somebody needs, okay, because they've been building this momentum underneath something. And if they don't release it, okay, it's going to be game over. Things are going to freeze over and the act is going to be done because it's been overplayed, and where this person wants to go, they're not going to be able to go because it's going to be dried up. You know what I mean? Because it's hot and it's building. Okay. But something needs to follow the flow of where they're being led to, what they're being guided to, what they're being called to. Right. And if you were an idiot in the past, and you did do something where you bottled yourself up and you didn't release yourself, I almost feel like if somebody doesn't release themselves, like they might have a heart attack, okay, or they might something do with stress, okay, because I don't know, like, this is just something that, again, somebody's just allowed to bottle up for so long because they haven't bought makeup for a while, because they haven't bought something for a while, because they haven't done something for a while. They're so scared of what that's going to do. And if it's not going to, you know, I think they're just used to things not working out. People going cold on them, freezing them out because they're an idiot sometimes. Okay. And I don't know, like, people get angry with them. I feel like people just go cold on them. Because it's almost like they assume the worst of this idiot that holds on to things when they need to, and then they stop the flow, you know, like they stop, and energy needs to flow. It has to. It's the only way for it to work naturally, right? If you start to hold it back, there's going to be a pressure problem, okay? And something's going to over-pressurize, and then that's when it explodes. And when it explodes, it's like somebody's gonna get hurt. It's like they hold their heart back, their heart's gonna explode, they're gonna have a heart attack, they're gonna have a stress-induced, like somebody that doesn't tell the truth, or they hold something back, right? And it eats them alive, right? When it's almost as if, and I mean, this seems like worst case Ontario, but where somebody's like planning a road trip or something, and you're getting this feeling like, oh my God, you really shouldn't go. Like, I feel like something is going to happen to this person. Like, they really shouldn't go, but you don't say anything. And then they fucking go. Oh, it's Sephora brand. And then you don't say anything, and then they end up going and they end up dying, or they get hurt or something. And you're like, fuck, like I should have said something, like it was on the tip of my tongue, but I didn't want to worry them. I wanted them to go and experience life and have this, but yet you didn't say something which got them hurt in some way, or could have got them hurt or something. Okay. So if you hold something back when you're getting signs to communicate with it or talk to it or connect with it, it's going to make somebody explode, because it's almost as if they're trying to find the information about the situation, but instead of getting right from the source. They're getting it from somewhere else because they're acting like an idiot, you know, like they're just not thinking clearly, or they're scared, you know, like Jack used to swim around and scare everything in the tank. That's why he has his own card. He's dead. He was my first beta after 20 years of not having beta fish. And it was his tank. I got the tank for him. So he wanted to chase around the tetras all fucking day. He was allowed to because he owned the tank. It was all for him. Okay, so he chased everything like a motherfucker. Okay, but he didn't bite anything. And him and the tetra ended up becoming best friends. And the thing was, I'm pretty sure the tetra, whose name is Goldie, by the way, and she's still alive, I'm pretty sure she liked when he chased her around. She tried to get him to chase him around because they were bored in the tank because I only had 2 fish. And I thought it was going to be too crammed because the person's like, oh, you only have a 12-gallon? Well, you should only have like 1 fish in it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. You know, not having a mind of my own. And now there's like 6 or 7 fish in there, and now they all chase around each other. I think they do it as a game. Okay, but, you know, he said how he felt and didn't hold back. You know what I mean? I called him Jack Skellington because when I got him, he was so weak and so deformed. It looked like he had eyeglasses on, and he looked like Jack from the, I was going to say Never Ending Story, Nightmare Before Christmas. And then all of a sudden he became a beautiful red and didn't have his glasses on anymore and wasn't all sick looking. He was beautiful. And then he died, and he made me watch. It was brutal. He was like fighting for air, and then he just died. And I was like, okay, it was in the morning. I'm like, you could have died any point in the night, but I think he wanted me there with him. I think he wanted me watching him die. I was like, thanks for that, by the way. You're going to haunt me in my dreams like fish gasping for air underwater where he's supposed to be able to breathe. Weird. Anyways, we got a big giant yes. Okay, take what resonates, remember, people, and leave what doesn't. Oh my God, the Mothman. He keeps showing up. But the thing is urban legend has it with the Mothman. Like, yes, the power plant, there was something huge that did happen at Point Pleasant, which I wasn't sure was actually a true story, and it is. They all got warnings beforehand. But the thing is with the Mothman is he doesn't always, if anything, he really doesn't do anything. He kind of just scares people. He just stands there with his beady eyes and this humanoid half, what do you call those things? Half insect, half people, right? With his weird Mothman body, and he just scares people and he chases people and his red eyes, and everyone just says, you know, but nothing ever happens afterwards. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. Okay, like, yeah, the Point Pleasant thing happened, but for the most part, he's just kind of chasing people around. Okay, there's Crash. I just heard gas, grass, or ass. Why? Okay, because we got the crash again. I crash and burn. But there's no death. Something was wasted, but it found safety. Confirmation. Oh my God, I told you guys I almost poisoned everybody at my work. Like, this girl almost poisoned hundreds of people, okay? And my boss thought I was going to be so upset about it. And I was like, I'm okay. I mean, I didn't poison anybody, so I'm okay. Had I actually poisoned people, I probably wouldn't be okay right now. I seem to be okay. Where there was danger, I was like very, very close to death the other day, and just, I get so close to death. I told you, I am death, okay? I have ghosts all around me. There was a ghost in the house the other day that just walked down the alley. I was like, okay, see you later. What the fuck? Okay, there was 2 ghosts, I told you guys, on my bed last week watching their own stories on Netflix of how they died. One woman would not stop crying the entire time. The other woman just kept yelling because it was her boyfriend boyfriend that killed her, and she didn't want to see him on the screen because it pissed her off. So I was like, okay, this one's a little much. Okay, so ghosts, I don't know what is happening with ghosts right now with me, but I think I'm going to get back into the mediumship of talking to ghosts. I don't know, I haven't done it for so long, but I feel like these ghosts are just like tormenting me into talking to them. And I think maybe, because like I said, I evolved out of the mediumship and got into the tarot because I felt like it was better communication, but now I almost feel like I want to go back to just the audio version of it, the clairaudient of it, and just listen to what they have to say and repeat it as opposed to adding a visualization into it. Oh my God, I just saw eyes behind my head. It's this fucking light right here. Oh my God. I think the Mothman is here. I had my lights all, like my room all red last night. I'm like, why red? And I'm like, oh my God. And I was looking at each light and I'm like, Mothman, 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 Mothman. Oh my God. There was this one time I lived in this haunted house when I was a kid and everybody was away for the weekend and it was just me at home for some reason as like a 14-year-old kid. I was in the basement and this red dot, okay, went all around my basement and I watched it. I was terrified. I had my entire body covered in this fucking red light. The same house where the old man picked up the phone in the middle of the night where I was talking to my boyfriend when I was like 16. Okay, this red light went all the way around. It went in because the laundry room door was open. So it went into just blackness. Okay. And then suddenly came out. Oh my God, I'm getting the goosebumps. And then went on this little bit of wall and then went into the bathroom and then the toilet flushed. And I sat there, like I'm getting the goosebumps all over my body. I sat there terrified. What the fuck could show up as a red light and then flush the toilet in the bathroom? Terrified. Okay, I was terrified. My head went under and I fell asleep. I didn't come out until the morning. I was so fucking scared. I have so many ghost stories. I have UFO stories. I have stories you would not believe because they seem insane. And that's how I know they're real because I'm not crazy. And I've been sober every time. And for the most part, it's like when I was a kid. So I'm like, how am I going to really blame myself as a child and say I didn't see something that scared the shit out of me when I fucking know I did? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if somebody is really scared of something. I don't know. Maybe you saw something. Okay. You saw eyes in the woods or something. Maybe you saw Blair Witch Project. I couldn't go in the woods for months after that fucking movie. Okay. Maybe something is scaring somebody so bad. But the thing is that if they don't release it, if they don't let it go, if they don't let it flow where it needs to go, they're going to explode. And if they explode, the universe feels as if they're going to get hurt. Okay. Like somebody might be calling 911 on their ass because their heart just exploded or their liver just exploded or something. Their mind is blown and they circuit out or something. Okay. Like it's something like you have to release your body. Okay. From something. I was going to say ghost light. I told you the ghosts are here. This is gaslight, by the way, but I wanted to say fucking ghost light. What does that mean? You might have a lot of spirits around you. Like I do. They're everywhere. But they also do a great job at warning me and communicating with me. So I'm not ever scared of them. Conspiracy theory. Somebody's got some conspiracies around this fear. Maybe they don't know what it is. Okay, so you might have a fear of something and you're almost gaslighting it because you don't know what it is. Like maybe you're getting a fear of dying and you really need to go to the doctors because something could be wrong with you. Like fear doesn't just come out of nowhere. It is from something. Okay. So your dreams might be trying to fill you in on what's going on. Like maybe there could be this attachment that you have that you're so scared of letting go because you've never lived without it. Okay. Like a lot of people feel like that with cigarettes because they have smoked their entire lives, right? Stephen, why are you not in blue anymore? Weird. You are still in blue in my screen, but why are you not blue on the screen? What happened? What happened? Oh, there you are. Okay, no, something was wrong with my screen. That was fucking weird. What up, Wolfgang? Compass. Compass was in reverse. So it's like somebody's not following their compass. They're not letting themselves go where they need to go. They're not following their heart. They're not following their dreams. You know, like maybe this is their dreams. Maybe something is so aligned with what they've always dreamt it could be that they're looking at it like they're waiting for something to expire. They're waiting for something to, you know, it's like staring at your dream house. And instead of making an offer, you just sit there and you're like, well, somebody else is going to buy it. Somebody else is going to buy it. Well, yeah, somebody else, it's a nice house. It's going to probably fucking buy it. But like, doesn't mean you can't put your offer in. Doesn't mean you can't try. Okay, but maybe this person, because they're hangman, it's like they don't want to try. Like they're terrified to try. Okay, like they're terrified to make their offer. They're terrified to make their bid or go to the auction. And, you know, I don't know why. Okay, so they got to do some cleaning out their closet, okay, and get rid of this disease that they're carrying on to, this delusional disease that doesn't exist. Maybe that's what it is. They're carrying something that doesn't exist. I don't know why they're carrying it. I don't know where they're carrying it. I don't know why they won't let go of it. I mean, all those answers don't matter. What matters is the fact that they're holding on to something that is eating them alive or is going to destroy them eventually. But we know with diseases, we have cures. We have cures for most of them. Okay. So the fact that this person feels as if this disease cannot be cured is crazy, because I think it can be. I think it can be. Anything can be cured if you really want it to be. If it's, you know, not super fucking, like if we're going really technical here, then yeah, there are obviously things that can't be fixed. But we're not supposed to be going technical because this is tarot. Okay, so loser, it was in reverse though. So somebody acting like a loser, and they're not really a loser, but they're trapping themselves as if they are a loser, as if they've already lost something. It's like somebody's acting like they already lost something, so they don't even want to try. And that's where it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Third party interference, deadline. They're being interfered by something. There's something, this attachment that's fucking with them. See the heart there? Somebody needs to die. It needs to be over with. It needs to flatline. It needs to go away because it's interfering with somebody. Okay, whether it's interfering with your ability to communicate, whether it's interfering with your ability to move forward, move on, move past destruction, get out of the cold, come into the warmth, release themselves, find safety, untrap themselves. Let's see if the ghosts say anything else, because there actually is a card in here with a bird and then the cage behind it. So the caged bird is uncaged. And I just got that image in my head. So somebody is acting like they're trapped and they're not. The cage is closed. Like you're right in front of the open door. How can you say that you're caged? There's a fucking open door right in front of you. You're not caged, but you're acting like you are. Possibly. All right. Do ghosts want to say anything else? I'll just analyze it instead of read it. I knew it. Candle. Okay, this is really weird because I told you the bird was looking out a window, and there's the window. And the analogy of the window, I also heard today in a song, I forget it though, but they were like, oh, I said something about a window. I don't know, something about a window being open. I feel like, okay, so this is the analogy of somebody dealing with something. They're on the outside, okay, or you're on the outside. And the window to this person or to you, it's not open. As you can see, it's closed, but there's no curtain. Okay. Instead, there's a candle lit where I feel like this spirit feels like there's hope, there's hearth, there's warmth inside the house. Okay. But if you don't knock on the door, if the window doesn't open, then you're just a body standing outside of it. Okay. I really liked that card, actually, when I looked at it. I thought that was a good analogy of somebody know that they're on the outside of something and wanting to be inside, not wanting to be outside anymore. Whoa. What's this? The owl. The grandfather of the forest. Okay, let's just see what he says, because I feel like he showed up for a reason. Open your eyes. Mystery, intuitive messages, and wisdom. The owl symbolizes uncovering what lies hidden, revealing truths you may have overlooked. As a nocturnal hunter with sharp vision in the dark, the owl represents judgment, insight, and clarity, and encourages you to perceive the world or a situation with fresh eyes, offering the ability to discern what others might miss. When this card appears, it suggests an enhanced ability to see beyond the surface and confront your fears to discover true happiness. See, somebody is scared to be happy. I think that's what it is. I think they are so trapped in their delusion that they're diseased and that there's something wrong with them and that they're just a crash away from dying or burning, or they don't deserve it, or they're just going to gaslight you, or they have been gaslit, or they're explosive rage case, blah, blah, blah. They don't deserve anything. It's time to let that shit go, because there's an interference there in somebody's head for sure. They're hearing something that they don't need to hear. It is unnecessary. It is mean. It is rude. It is devil inflicted. So fuck it. Go away, devil. Nobody asked you for your opinion. All right, anything else? I feel like the ghosts are on a roll right now. Stepping stones. Wow, one step at a time. Someone's got to go over something, and they don't want to get their feet wet, and they don't want to get all messy and dirty and in the swamp. They want to step over it one step at a time. Okay, so that's a good analogy, actually. Oh, look at the spider card. Oh, that's so fucking sweet looking spider. And there's a snake card too. Look at that boa. Beautiful. Almost like an anaconda. No, I don't know. Maybe an anaconda. Oof. Stepping stones. Achievement, overcoming obstacles, spiritual path. Stepping stones represents the gradual process towards your goals and the path of spiritual maturity. They symbolize the small yet important actions that lead to significant growth. The journey isn't about reaching the end, but about advancing one step at a time, learning and evolving. The stepping stones reminds you to trust the process and take the first step towards your ambitions, no matter how big or small. A light ghost lingers in the water's edge, a quiet reminder that every journey begins with a single step and that arrival and departure are often part of the same passage. So that's beautiful. You're going to overcome this. What steps have you taken to move past your fears? The universe can guide you, but you must take action for change to happen. It's time to step forward and manifest your desires by committing to the necessary work. Doubts and fears may hold you back, but your desires in your heart are there for a reason. You have the support to overcome obstacles and follow your dreams. See? Dreams. Somebody needs to follow their dreams. Now is the time to believe in yourself. Focus on what truly lights you up, what passion you have always wanted to pursue. Start taking small steps to go towards it without worrying about the outcome of others' opinions. This is about following your heart and finding fulfillment, even if it's for your own enjoyment. Don't let doubts or judgments of others stand in your way. The path of fulfillment often requires courage to ignore the naysayers and follow your authentic desires. Your guides are urging you to take those steps now before you look back with regret. Trust that each small action leads to bigger progress, and don't let fear prevent you from stepping onto the path that calls you. Spiritual path, one step at a time, putting in the effort. Oh my God, I just saw putting in the effort, black leather gloves. We put liquid paper on a bee and it died. Oh my God. What is that? Prestige Worldwide. Prestige Worldwide. Okay, go for your dreams. Okay, go for your dreams. Prestige Worldwide, baby. All right. They look like idiots, but they do it. Deadliest crap without the catch. Almost out of gas. Call the Arabs. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen Step Brothers, I actually didn't watch it for a long time because it was my father's favorite movie, but I watched it recently. Brennan, that's offensive. Oh my God. Anyways. My mug before my office mug was Step Brothers, and I lost it. I broke it, so I got the office mug. But anyways, I'm getting Step Brothers now all of a sudden. So whatever that means for somebody, Prestige Worldwide, baby. I hope it resonates. Okay. And like I said, I have to do a couple things, and then I will probably be back for round 2 with these bad boys. Okay, because that was kind of 47-27, actually, not the shortest reading that we've ever done, but I feel like I want to come back later and do another one. So I'm going to do that as the deck sits and chills for a little bit longer. And then I'll be back. So check it out. I think this is going to be a double live. If it's not, I apologize. If I don't end up coming back, my apologies. But put the notification on. Thank you so much for liking the video. Thank you for being here. Obviously, ghosts of Christmas past. We will come back and hopefully do another one. Okay, peace out. Have a really good one. Thank you, Steven, for everything you do. I don't know what up with the chat because now you're fucking new again. Something's going on. So anyways, the aliens have taken over. So we're going to go. Peace.